Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss trial balance. What is trial balance? As after preparing journal and after preparing ledger, everyone wants to know whether these transactions are right or not. So if we want to check arithmetical accuracy, then we will prepare trial balance. So what is a trial balance? Trial balance is a statement prepared with debit and credit balance of ledger account. So after preparing ledger, we will prepare trial balance. Why we will prepare trial balance? To test the arithmetical accuracy of books, whether books are arithmetically correct or not. So what are the features of trial balance? The very first, it is a list of balances of ledger account, as I told you. Next, it's a statement, not an account. So keep it in mind. This question can comes in your MCQ that trial balance is a statement, not an account. Third, it's just a working paper. It's not a part of double entry system. It's just a working paper to check the arithmetical accuracy only. So next, prepared at any time. It can be prepared at any time. Monthly, quarterly, weekly. It's not necessary like other accounts to prepare at the end of the year like P&L account, balance sheet. Trial balance can be prepared at any time. Next we have, it is prepared on a particular date, not a period. For example, if we prepare P&L account, then we will write for the year ending. That means it is from this time period to this time period. But trial balance is prepared on particular date. That's why we will write in format as at, not for the year ending one. Next, why we will prepare it? As I told you, to check arithmetical accuracy. And the last and the most important, if trial balance agrees, then it is not necessary that your accounts are perfectly checked. So trial balance is not a conclusive proof of accuracy. Sometimes trial balance can also match, but still there are some errors. After then we will discuss errors. Next, what are the needs and objectives of to prepare trial balance? So, very first, to check arithmetical accuracy. Second, to locate errors in preparing journal and ledger. Third, summary of ledger account. Summary means a sense of ledger account. And the last is, this trial balance helps in preparation of final account. What are final accounts? Trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet are considered final accounts. So, like other chapters, every chapter has a prescribed format. Trial balance has also a prescribed format. There are 4 columns in it. All of us write trial balance in capital letters. After then, as at, on which date it is prepared. 4 columns are, first column is of name of account. Second column is of ledger folio, third column is of debit balance and fourth column is of credit balance. After the need and objectives, we will discuss what are the important points regarding this chapter. So very first is opening stock. Opening stock is always debited in trial balance as it is an asset. So all assets are always debited. Next, purchase. Purchase always debited. Purchase return, which is also called return outward, that is always credited. Sale credited as goods are going. So sale return is called return inward, so that is always debited. Any expense paid or loss is always debited. One important thing which almost students make a mistake in this point, that carriage, whether it is inward or outward, it should be always be debited because it is an expense. Keep it in mind that carriage, whether it is inward or outward, it is always debited. It does not make any matter whether it is on purchase or on sale. Carriage is an expense for the businessman, so it is always debited. Similarly, freight inward and freight outward, both are debited. These are the common mistakes which students always do in trial balance. So please keep them in mind. Next, all assets including cash, goodwill, patent, trademark, all assets are debited. Next, debtors, which are also called bill receivable. Keep it in mind. Debtors are also called bills receivable. They are also debited. Creditors and bills payable are credited. Next, bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is a loan from bank, so it is always credited. And interest on bank overdraft is always debited. Students, please keep this point in mind that anything which is debited, its interest will goes always on opposite side. For example, investment is an asset, so it is always debited, but its interest is an income, so it is always credited. Similarly, if loan taken from someone, say loan taken is a liability, so it is credited, but interest on loan should be debited. If we can loan take from someone, then it is a liability. But if we given loan to someone, then it is an asset. So keep it in mind whether loan taken or loan given. If loan taken, then it's a liability, and if loan given, then it's an asset. And their interest will goes on opposite side. Next we have input GST. They are always debited, and output GST are always credited. I hope it is clear. One more thing I want to clear. Drawings and depreciation are always debited. Drawings and depreciation are always debited. Life insurance premium, household expenses, domestic expenses, these all are called drawings. So here these are the important points regarding trial balance. After discussion, after these important points, you are able to do all practical questions. Thank you. It was